said, we built Windows Phone to be for each of you. We focused on making the phone personal, and back in June, we talked a little bit about some of our end-user features when we announced the first of these, our support for new live tiles. In Windows Phone 8, we're taking the idea of live tiles a lot farther, and for those of you who haven't seen this, I want to show you what that's like. Of course, only Windows Phone has live tiles. And with live tiles, the idea is that you can find the things you care about, particularly the people that you care about, and put them right up front and center in your experience. When you pin your favorite people, you can see their latest posts, their latest photos, their latest tweets, and it helps you stay in touch with what they're doing. You can choose your favorite apps and have them give you information at a glance. And with Windows Phone 8, it's entirely up to you to reconfigure those tiles to whatever size you'd like and whatever arrangement you'd like. And the result, when you do this, and it's incredibly easy to do, is that your phone becomes like your fingerprint. It's a unique reflection of who you are. It makes it easy and fun to use and a more valuable experience. Now, one of the things that we know that fills the phone with capability and power is its apps. And for us to reinvent the smartphone around you, we essentially felt that we had to reinvent what the app experience was like and not limit it to being that grid of static icons. We wanted apps to light up the phone and make them more personal. And we have a term that we use for this. We'd say that only Windows Phone has live apps. We've taken the apps that you know and love, and we've tried to make them more convenient and integrated than ever. Of course, you're familiar with this idea by having live tiles on your start screen. But more than that, in Windows Phone 8, live apps can integrate into the wallet. Live apps can integrate into the other hubs. And we have one other cool new way that live apps can integrate into the phone that I'm excited to show you today for the first time. In Windows Phone 8, we have built a new lock screen that's powered by live apps. Okay? Now I want you to think about this. Think about how many times you take your phone out of your pocket and you turn it on, you see that lock screen, and you're seeing the same old image that you put on there like 4 months ago. Kind of boring and a wasted opportunity. We thought we could do better. In a way, that lock screen is sort of the ultimate glanceable UI because you see it so many times. For this presentation, I actually tried to count. I was going to say, in a day, I looked at my lock screen 247 times. I couldn't do it. I was too distracted. I was literally doing it all the time. I couldn't keep track of counting. We do it so often. And the new lock screen is going to make that phone feel so much more personal because each time you take it out, you're going to get something that's relevant to you. It'll automatically surface photos, notifications, and content from all of your favorite apps. And then you get to make the choice of whether what you want to see is sports scores or the deal of the day, or you can turn your lock screen into an ever-changing memory book of your favorite photos. Now, this gets even more compelling when I'm more concrete about it. So let me give you the perfect example. Facebook. With Windows Phone 8, we've partnered with Facebook, and we're going to be delivering a brand new, optimized for Windows Phone 8 version of the Facebook app, which, among other things, lets you update your lock screen with all the photos that you're experiencing on Facebook. Thank you. Actually, you can see here how this looks. There's a couple of different options. This one is a collage of photos, but you can have the photos in full screen. I've been running this app on my phone for about a month, actually. And I'm trying out lots and lots of new things. And it's just awesomely delightful to take the phone out of your pocket. I've been on Facebook, I don't know how long, maybe 5, 6 years. I've got almost 700 photos that I've been posting on Facebook. And now whenever I take out my phone, I get greeted by a surprise, maybe a picture of my kids when they were born, or a great trip I went on, something ridiculous and goofy I was doing. And so you get these moments of delight that really help you connect with your phone and remind you about how personal a device like this can be. So it's been a great experience for me. And of course, you can use other apps to personalize your lock screen. And right up here, you'll see you can customize the text that's displayed on your lock screen and the icons as well. Today, you have to use your calendar, but we decided we should make this completely flexible so people could pick whatever app they want to provide those kinds of notifications. Now, Windows Phone 8 is the only mobile operating system that provides this facility for apps to do in a standardized way, so you can do it with your choice of app on any one of our great Windows 8 phone devices, Windows Phone 8 devices. Now, Facebook putting photos on the lock screen is just one example of an app being revised for Windows Phone 8 doing great new things. And right now, there are a lot of our app publishers that are working on new versions of their app for Windows Phone 8. We're going to have the new Facebook, which I already mentioned, and besides doing the lock screen, it supports the new live tile sizes. It has greatly improved performance. Excuse me. So you all should try that out. We have a new version of Twitter built just for Windows Phone 8 that supports notifications, has better performance, has a new live tile. You'll definitely want to try that app out. And there are a whole lot of others which we try to show on the slide. One app in particular that I want to spend just a few more seconds on is the new version of Skype that we have coming for Windows Phone 8. Thank you. If you haven't had a chance to try it, you should definitely try Skype on Windows 8. It is a gorgeous experience. It's beautifully designed, and it uses a new architecture that Skype is using to make calls more efficient in the way they work on the PC. On Windows Phone 8, we've built Skype so that it can integrate naturally into the phone experience, so it feels like a natural part of using the phone. And for the first time ever, the new Skype app on Windows Phone 8 is always on, which means that it's ready to receive a call or a message at any time. And what's unique about it is it does this without running its code in the background and draining your battery. It's efficient, it'll run all the time, and it's an amazing way to stay in touch with the people you care about. Besides just getting the current apps updated, in the last few months, we've announced a bunch of new apps that are coming to Windows Phone for the first time. You've probably heard about some of these: Words with Friends, Draw Something, Chase Bank, PayPal. There are a lot of apps that have been coming to Windows Phone. And we have a few more announcements we're going to make. And we think once these apps are actually all implemented and available, we will be at a point where we'll have 46 of the top 50 most popular, heavily used apps on other platforms, all on Windows Phone. 46 out of 50. That's huge progress for us. Thanks. And so today I'm going to tell you about some more new titles that are coming that you haven't heard about yet. Here's the list. And I just want to name off some of these. First, I want to mention Temple Run. A great, highly popular game on iPhone and Android will be on Windows Phone because it's implemented using the Unity game development engine, which we announced will be on Windows Phone 8. So a lot of games written to Unity are coming, and Temple Run is one of the best examples. We'll have Urban Spoon. And what's interesting about Urban Spoon, these guys have taken advantage of the speech platform that we've built into Windows Phone 8, so you can just pull your phone out of your pocket, press and hold start, and talk to the phone and address the apps. Well, now you can ask Urban Spoon to find you a restaurant without having to navigate for its tile. It's much easier to use. It's a cool new way to use Urban Spoon. There are a lot of games. I mentioned Temple Run, Angry Birds Star Wars, Jetpack Joyride, Where's My Water, and Fairway Solitaire, which is a game you gotta try because it runs cross-platform on your Xbox console, your Windows 8 PC, and your phone. You can move freely from device to device and pick up where you left off on any device. It's sort of the ultimately mobile and ultimately immersive game experience. So we feel pretty good about these titles. Although there is one app that we wanted to announce, and we couldn't fit it on the slide. There were so many. And this one was kind of big, and we figured it would take a little bit more room. So we're going to give it its own slide. So this is particularly exciting for me. I've been waiting for this one for a long time. Are you ready? Yeah? Get ready for Pandora for Windows Phone 8, which we will have early in 2013. Now, you sound pretty enthusiastic about that, but I want to tell you a little bit about this, because we decided when we would bring Pandora to Windows Phone, we didn't want to just bring the same Pandora experience that's on all the other platforms. So even better, Pandora on Windows Phone 8 will include a whole year of free music with no ads. What do you think of that? All right. Really focusing on getting these apps to the platform and having live apps that create a different, unique, special experience has been a big focus for us. And consumers are going to benefit, and I wanted to make one comment out to developers. If you're a developer and you haven't had a chance to get our SDK yet through the programs we've been running, tune in tomorrow to Build, our Build conference, where you can learn about the development platform and download the free SDK, which will be publicly available for everyone tomorrow. All right. Now, I want to move on and talk about some other cool features. I want to tell you the story of a problem that I have at home. It's not a big problem for me, but it's sort of interesting to get a sense of this from a real-world perspective. This is a problem that many people have with smartphones, especially people who are new to smartphones, and they're getting used to having a data plan, or people who are on a budget, and they're concerned about whether they're going to go over their data plan. And what we wanted to do was go and think that through and try to help out. And I've had a first-hand experience with this. My wife's mother, Carol, my mother-in-law, got her first smartphone about a year ago, and maybe a little more than a year ago. And she's an enthusiastic first smartphone user, and probably, she's using email, she's using Facebook, she loves having live tiles, because when we put a picture of the kids up, she gets to actually see it. And she started downloading games onto her phone. She's into solitaire and Sudoku. But the downside is she keeps texting me or sending me emails or calling me to ask if it's okay for her to run solitaire or if it's okay for her to run Sudoku, because she's unsure whether that's going to make her go over her data plan limit. So we think this is a problem. It's certainly a problem for her, and it's even a little bit of a problem for me. So today I'm going to show you another awesome feature that we built right into the platform on Windows Phone 8, a feature called DataSense, and it's designed to solve this exact problem. First, unlike any other smartphone,